It's a review. This is a review show.
It's a review show. We're going to have to be super brief with this one. We have got another show. If you fancy a bit of pop culture and movie news, go and check out the snooze button, ladies and gentlemen. That would be lovely. Thank you very much.
There's also a little bit of E3.
Oh, there is some E3 news on there this week, because that happened, didn't it? Oh, and of course, this one is the Review of the Crew show, where we're just going to chat to you quickly about stuff that we've seen. So,
enjoy.
Music. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Review with the Crew with Mr. Adam Gatchell.
Hello.
Me, Mr. Chris Quinton. Oh, hi, sorry. And Rodimus Prime.
Who's doing an impression of Shakespeare still.
He is doing a bit of a My Kingdom for a Horse pose there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Alas, poor...
Wenceslas.
I was going to say Optimus,
Prime,
but I knew him well. Right, reviewing stuff. Let's crack on, because this show's probably going to be a little bit shorter than usual, because we're a bit pushed for time. But
lots of things going on this week, so it's fitting it all in, isn't it?
Let's have a quick natter. What have you been watching, Adam? What have you been doing?
Well, I've actually been watching Carnage.
Carnage.
It's a Sky TV show. My girlfriend's got Sky, so quite often we can do the thing where you click a thing and it records certain amount of programs for you. And we watched Carnage, which is basically Robot Wars cross Top Gear cross Mad Max.
Is it?
In the desert, they've got special setups. 6 teams come on, and 3 teams have, at a time, battle in an arena where they've built cars, soup cars up into like Mad Max, Robot Wars-esque vehicles with weapons and armour and stuff.
So they're massive robots. Super huge Robot Wars.
There's people in them, driving them. It's awesome. There's some beautiful takeouts.
Is that why it's called Carnage?
Yeah.
Because they're cars.
Yeah.
Oh, very clever.
Oh, because
Rodimus likes that one, don't you, Rodimus?
Yeah, look, he's chuckling silently. It's really good. So in the first round, they have the 3 vehicles go against each other.
Right.
And it's the first one to get knocked into the ditch on the edge of this massive area full of scaffold buildings and banks of sand. And then after a little while that they're all in there, suddenly, if no one's been taken out, this big lorry comes out of a hatch and basically just tries to ram anyone out of the way.
It's like Sekillalot.
Yeah, but massive.
As a truck.
Yeah. And once
Brilliant.
they've been hit or their vehicle breaks down in that first round, this thing comes on and flame throws the front of it while the passengers in it.
What?
Yeah.
Are they wearing protective suits and stuff?
Yeah, it's all safety done. Yeah, it's all proper safety, roll cages, safety gear. The flamethrow's not that amazing. It's not like burning the front of the vehicle off. It's just flames on the front of it.
Got you. Okay.
And then one gets knocked out, and then they do the same with another 3, and then the winning 4 then do a race where they're not allowed to drive into each other, but they have to do the race. The winner then gets to choose who they go against next, and then they split, and they have 2 battles of 1 against 1 in an arena where it's a circular arena. In the middle, you've got a vehicle parked on a thing, and then there's 3 like buttons basically that they have to drive their car onto around the edge of the arena that releases the main one in the middle to chase the other person while they're sat on the button. So if they don't take each other out before someone gets on the button, a sort of Sekillalot type vehicle with drills and blades spinning on it comes out and smashes into you.
That sounds pretty savage.
Yeah, there's been some savage moments. There's a bit where one guy got smashed into like a sandbank by another vehicle, and he lost his shit. He'd obviously never been in an accident before and was not used to that sort of thing, but was having fun driving around trying to smash into people. When he got smashed, he just freaked right out. And then was fine again, but like no one's been injured. I think one person broke their leg offset during recording,
of course.
And then they have a final where they just battle each other, the finalists, and they did 6 episodes or 5 episodes, they've got a winner for the season. But you've got people like banger car racers involved, robot builders, engineers, taxi drivers.
So do any of them go
women.
for like big kind of robot like torsos sticking off the hanging off the top of the car
they've
and
all
stuff,
gone
or is
for
it all...
proper Mad Max looking things. There are a couple of. There was one team, a woman and two blokes, and they did like a giant spiky pink unicorn car, and it had this massive.
Because why not?
And the spike on the front, like steel spike thing.
Jesus, yeah.
And there's some moments where you're just thinking that's going to go through another car's windscreen. Like that's
Something
mental.
like that would have to be like a maximum length of like
I don't
few
know.
feet or something.
I don't know.
surely.
It's crazy. Like there's some cool looking. There's some utter shit vehicles on it as well, which is even more hilarious. But then there's one
Actually,
team.
No, even going through the side of the car. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
like head-on collisions, but that sounds
You've
ridiculous.
got people. There's the hearse. There's been ambulances, 4x4s. Some guy took a Jaguar and souped up a Jaguar, and when people tried to ram it, they would end up just driving up the front of it because it was so low and stuff. Yeah, it's just a nice. It's basically more of what I want from Robot Wars that we haven't had. It's just gone more Mad Max, and it's good, and it's done safely, and I really enjoy it.
I've just been looking up on Google. I seem to remember there was a game called Carnage.
It was Carmageddon.
There was Carmageddon.
Yeah.
That was made by somebody on a team
Locally
on the Isle
here.
of Wight, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
And Carmageddon 2 was released not so long ago.
I think.
Did it ever get released?
There's Carmageddon on PS4, which looks amazing. I think it's called Ultimate Carmageddon.
Right, okay.
Yeah, there's been a few
We know people that worked
Carmageddons.
on it
There's
anyway.
been like 5 or 6 Carmageddons over the years, I think.
Anywho, the game I'm thinking of was called Total Carnage,
Ah.
which is a stock car game.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think it may have been PlayStation 2, possibly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a few stock car racers and banger racers that have been in the TV show, and obviously they're used to smashing into each other. Some of them have done quite well, and some of them failed miserably. Because it's just luck as well with how someone drives into you, whether your engine survives.
Yeah,
Because they're in
absolutely.
hot temperatures in a desert. Sometimes those vehicles you've built back wherever you've built them ain't going to last there. But it's all British teams so
Okay.
far. So it'd be nice to see a worldwide sort of mash-up of it and get people the best from each country and have them play against each
Has
other.
that ever happened with Robot Wars?
No, they've done it with other
international
things
stuff?
like Ninja Warrior and...
Because there is an American version of Robot Wars, isn't there?
Yeah.
So I don't understand why we've not had an international one. Anyway,
Yeah. But yeah, I've been watching that and it was awesome.
cool. I might go and have a little look.
Yeah, and then I've been playing a game just briefly called Shadow Tactics on my PS4 because I got a PS4 for my birthday. So Shadow Tactics is like an isometric stealth tactics game. So a bit like, do you remember Commandos and Desperados? We had a team of 4 characters or 5
Commandos
characters,
and
and it was
Desperados,
isometric
no.
view, quite far out, and you can kind of see part of the map. And like Commandos was set in World War II, and you had to sort of, each commando had different abilities, and so you use those abilities to take people out on a map to get somewhere and save someone, or to get to a certain weapon or unlock a train carriage so that the Nazis couldn't do something.
Strategic.
Yeah, very, very strategic.
I don't think I've ever played it, but...
Well, yeah, it's basically similar style, but set in feudal Japan. And you control a samurai, a little sort of street girl who's got cool traps, a ninja, a female ninja who is very good at disguise, so she can dress up like one of the working girls or one of the cooks or whatever and get into the map for you.
Okay.
And then an old guy who's a sniper, basically. So you've got the 5-6 characters, and you place them and move them. Some of them can climb across buildings, some of them can like hide in bushes, some you just have to keep out of the way until you need them to come in and do brute strength. But they've all got, different abilities. Like one of the characters, you could put a little trap down, go and hide around a corner and whistle. One of the guards will walk away from his post going, what's that noise? Walk around the corner, stand in the trap, you hide his body in a bush. And then your other guy can come closer then. And
So is it turn-based and you get a certain amount of...
It's all... the guards move around as they're moving around, and you can see their cone of view by moving over them. And you have to literally...
What limits do you have then? As in, like, do you only get to choose 1 or 2 different types of character? Or
It just gives you, out of your 5 or 6, it'll give you anything between 1 and 6 characters to use on a certain mission.
And it's like a puzzle, is it? You've got to work out which ones to use
Yeah, to a certain degree, how you're going to use them to get to where you need to go to do what you need to do. So obviously one of the characters can pickpocket. So if you're doing that mission, that character needs to be helped to get to where they need to pickpocket something.
Do you get bonus points for stuff that you've not used at the end of the level?
You do sometimes, yeah, and sometimes you get bonus points, like with the first level, if you don't use the sniper to kill anyone, but you use him to hit things like locks on gates from a distance to help the others, you get extra bonus sort of marks for sort of doing well on and that, and everything that you get sort of adds up to, if you complete every possibility and every difficulty on each mission, you also get like a trophy and the sort of standard gaming thing now. But yeah, I'm loving it. It's great, and I've got it in Japanese with subtitles rather than English, because the English just...
What's it called again?
Shadow Tactics.
Shadow Tactics.
Yeah, it's very good. I got it for I traded in God of War.
Oh, you did in the end?
Yeah.
Got rid of it?
Yeah, I kept the save file in case I ever want to go back to it, but I just wasn't enjoying it. So I thought, well, I'll trade that in, and I managed to get 4 games.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I got Shadow Tactics, No Man's Sky... What was the other? Oh, 2000 AD Rogue Trooper Redux.
You got that?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Right, nice. Okay.
I just went for ones that I know I'm going to enjoy. So, yeah.
Have you played that before?
I played it originally on the PC years ago when it first came out and got awards and stuff. So it's going to be nice to sort of play it again, but with updated.
Looks good.
Mechanics.
It's got a really nice
look
to it.
Yeah,
It looks spot on as far as the graphics concerned and stuff. While we're on the subject of PlayStation 4. We mentioned last week about the fact that the Days of Play thing is on at the moment, and the PS Plus membership thing,
£34.
Yeah, it is. So I've done that. I bought the PS Plus for a year for £35.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you got some games as well.
Yeah, Trials Fusion, which is
It's good.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's good fun. I've been playing it quite a lot.
Yeah, I had it on PS3, and I get bored of it quite quickly. It's like a mobile phone game for me. That's the sort of thing you easily get on your phone. It's all right. It is what it is.
Simple, but
XCOM 2 though.
Yep. It's a good game by the looks of it. I've not played it yet. And
it's very good.
If you dip back on there, until July, I think it's until July 10th, you can now get Black Ops, what's it called?
Call of Duty. Black Ops 3.
Yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 3.
With the zombie mode.
All of it. Free of charge, yeah. So hop on there and grab that as well.
Yeah.
And the good thing about these games is when you decide that you want them, you add them to your library. Yeah. And then you don't have to download them.
Until you want to play them, yeah.
And then even when you've done that, you can still delete the game and keep your saves. Yeah. And at any point, you can re-download it.
As long as you've got PlayStation Plus. Yeah. If you stop paying for Plus, then you
lose it.
Or even if it's on your console, if you stop paying for PlayStation Plus, you can't play them anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but
however, this said, also, if you've paid £34 or £35 or whatever it was for your year's membership, when that renews next year, it will renew at £35.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't realise that.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So that's very cool. That's quite handy indeed.
They're not going to just change it back to the normal price?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't notice
it's
that.
in the terms and conditions. Go and have a look.
Wicked.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's why I signed up for it specifically.
Oh, I turned off the auto-renew.
All right, okay.
I might turn it back on then, because that's a good price.
It is. Not bad at all.
Awesome.
So, I've been playing Trials. Trials Fusion.
It's quite fun.
It's one of those games that I get absolutely, completely addicted to.
I
think I'll just do just 2 tracks.
Yeah.
I'll just a quick 10-minute go.
7 tracks
an hour later, I'm just like, what am I doing with my time? God dear. Yeah, it's good. I like it.
I like the unicorn ridden by a cat with a gun.
Yeah, I've not had a chance to use it yet.
No, I don't understand where you can use it.
I've got it in my
garage or whatever.
Got it in my garage, yeah.
Weird game.
Absolutely. So, stuff that I've been watching, though. A couple of things that I really enjoyed this week. Natalie Dormer.
Natalie Dormer.
Some people will know from Game of Thrones.
Tudors,
that's right, yeah. So,
Tudors.
She's in a film where she plays a blind pianist. And
she does what with a penis?
The film's called In Darkness.
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of a thriller, mystery, a bit spy kind of plot based.
Oh, okay.
As in, she gets involved with a murder, which occurs in the flat above her.
She can hear it, but
blind.
Can't see it.
Yeah. So she's blind, and then the assassins like come and try and sort of go to take her out, and realise that in actual fact, there's no way that she could have seen them.
Yeah.
And they just leave her alone, and then the plot thickens and thickens and thickens, and it's really twisty and turny.
Oh, I might watch this.
It's not 100% perfect.
No.
And I did predict a couple of the twists, especially the very final one, unfortunately, like really near the start of the movie. But
it's worth
a watch, I think.
If it's got Natalie Dormer in, I'm always up for just generally looking at her for a while.
I'd give it a good solid sort of 7.5 out of 10.
Cool.
And it's pretty cool. And Cargo with Martin Freeman.
Yeah, I watched that a little while ago.
Okay,
yeah,
so
it's really
I
good.
did quite enjoy it. Now, this is from the guys that produced Babadook.
Yeah.
So it's got the same kind of feel as far as the horror is concerned.
Yeah,
it's chilling, but it's not horrific.
I came in 5-10 minutes into the film, starting at a mate's, and then he sort of like put it back to the beginning, and he watched the first bit again, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a different, especially the sort of Aboriginal side of death and life, and their way of dealing with the zombie apocalypse was quite interesting. I quite enjoyed it.
So it's what would happen to Australia if it had a zombie apocalypse. Yeah, basically, and it's got a lot of realism to it. You know, they've issued health packs and leaflets and stuff to people. Yeah, told them how to survive, how to kill zombies and stuff.
It kind of fits almost like what would happen over there if the outbreak started in London 28 days later, and then the virus morphed and took time to get to other continents. What would end up happening there around the same time?
They'd be prepared.
Yeah, a little bit more prepared than where it started.
And then the Aborigines have kind of gone, right, screw all you white guys. We're going to go back to our old ways. We're going to go and live in the desert, and we'll survive, and you guys won't.
Yeah.
See you later.
But it's the whole burial process for the Aboriginals as well, like putting people up a tree, wrapped in bark and so. It's really beautifully... There's some very beautiful visuals in that film.
Yeah, true. It's pretty well shot,
Yeah.
And some nice moments of horror
that
aren't too over the top. So if you like a horror movie... But perhaps the missus doesn't, for instance.
Yeah.
Like in my case, like Jilly could watch it. But she still chose to not. But that's beside the point.
It's also Martin Freeman's like not the one. To me, a lot of the stuff he's been in so far since The Office, he's just like an alternate version of that same character.
He's only he's only really got one character, hasn't he?
In this, he was a bit different. I actually kind of connected with his character more.
It's a bit more emotional than... Yeah. I actually found myself being a bit more connected to him than I thought it would be. When I saw the trailers, I was a bit kind of... it looks a bit...
Yeah, is he just going to be thingy from The Office,
I'd just give it a
in
go.
the desert?
Yeah. I thought, I've got to give it a go.
Yeah.
Might as well. And, it turned out all right.
Cool.
Again, around about 7, something like that out of 10, I reckon. Something like that.
It's definitely the most interesting zombie film I've seen in a while. It wasn't the normal take on a zombie film.
It's nice to see it done a little differently, isn't it?
Yeah.
So much of it around.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing zombies.
Yeah, no one's done the zombie film I want.
Which is?
I don't want to say yet, because my mate and me are working on an idea and possible funding, so...
Oh, dear.
When
somebody's going to beat you to it.
They might do. They've done that with 4 or 5 other film ideas so far.
Anyway, right, yes, I also finished Safe. I got around to finishing it all in the end.
Did you see what I mean about the story, the way that some of the characters do things and are at the beginning makes a bit more sense when the final reveal is done.
Yeah, it's still a bit crap.
Oh, yeah.
Go and watch Broadchurch.
Yeah.
Please go and watch Broadchurch. Put it on your definitely I must watch this list. There are 3 seasons now, I think. So
oh, right, okay.
Cool. And they're all quite... It's using the powerful sort of same kind of presentation.
Yeah.
And the cinematography in it is freaking amazing.
I know there was like
really
long
beautiful
shots across a beach and things.
Yeah,
from
it's a coastal town with big cliffs and stuff,
Yeah.
and lots of rolling countryside.
Cool.
And they take full advantage of that.
Yeah.
Like, it looks absolutely stunning. And the character acting in it is phenomenal.
Cool.
Some really, really good people in it. Loads and loads of faces you'll recognise as well. So, yeah. I'm up to date with Westworld. That's the 8th episode of 10 that I just caught.
So you got
caught up
two
with
more
last
to
night.
go.
So there's another one that was released last night, which I haven't seen yet. So yeah, 2 to go. And then I'm on the countdown for Game of Thrones, really, next year. Handmaid's Tale, actually, it's worth pointing out. I caught up with that as well this week. So episode 9 was the last one that I've seen. Episode 10 comes out next week, though, for everyone that's thinking, oh yeah, season 1, there are only 9 episodes.
Yeah.
There are 13 in episode 2, in season 2, so stick with it. I think I prefer Handmaid's Tale at the moment to Westworld.
Okay.
Westworld has really slowed down. It's like they've kind of gone, right, we're going to get a few seasons out of this. Let's take it down a notch. And there's a lot of script and not a lot of action.
But then do you think maybe they've done that on purpose to hit you with the last 2 episodes? Because in the first season, the middle of the season went a bit slower and did some twists and turns with dialogue and stuff and had some moments, but then the end,
some nice reveals.
3 episodes were like big, fucking in your face.
True.
So
I'm
maybe
hoping the last 2 are going to be. Yeah, there have been some nice reveals along the way.
Cool.
Specific things that have happened with specific characters that have made you go, ooh. And these are things that are cropped up that, or at least surprises that involve characters from season 1 and stuff as well. So, yeah, it's good. It's just, I think perhaps I've seen too much of it. Perhaps if I spaced it out a little bit more, I might be a bit more enamoured with it. But I'm a bit kind of.
There is something to be said for watching things week after week compared to binging, but then sometimes certain things work better binged in a couple of blocks. Do you know what I mean? So
where it's sort of slowed down quite a lot, I think it feels so long if I try and watch 2 episodes at once. It feels like such a drag, and I just end up like looking at Instagram on my phone and stuff.
I think it is one of those shows where week by week is, I used to watch it, the first series, week by week with mates, and I think that makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
You kind of, by the end of that one episode, you're then sat there going, right, okay, whoa, so all that happened that reflects back on that and affects that, and then all this has happened, so what does that mean for... And then you actually chat about it and get excited. Whereas,
that's the thing with season 1, it used to have those like big reveals at the end of each episode, and it did the Game of Thrones thing where it'd go, ta-da, eat that, and then end. And you'd have to sit there and really digest it. And think, right, what does that mean for the rest of the season?
It's not doing that so much for this series.
No, it doesn't feel like it.
Okay.
No. There are plot points that do that in themselves, but they're just like as an entire episode.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Right,
and you go, woo. And then you spend the whole episode going, oh, what does this mean? Wow. But then it's all talking. Yeah.
Very dialogue.
I think take your time with it.
Cool.
Digest slowly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, the girlfriend said about
Consume
watching
slowly,
it.
I mean. Anyway, but yeah.
Girlfriend said she wanted to watch it because it looked interesting, so I may go back and re-watch the first series with her first and then watch it.
I'd like to do that, actually. I'd like to see season 1 again.
Yeah. It seems like such a long time ago that season 1 was out.
Well, that was 2 years, yeah.
So
there you go. So I guess what they'll do is they'll do Westworld season 3 in 2 years' time after they do, because Game of Thrones is like the same amount of episodes per season, and it's filling the same time slot.
So it's basically like length. Disney doing their Star Wars, Marvel, Star Wars, Marvel, sort of thing. Yeah,
we'll see. There you go. That's about it, though. Right,
that is what we has been watchings.
Sorry about the short episode, folks, but we've got some things to do. Adam's got some prep to do for his festival this week, for instance.
I have indeed.
He's at the Isle of Wight Festival this week.
I am. About it? Come and see me at the Speaker's Corner. There is 2 sessions each day of performers from local and national spoken word, comedy, musical areas of entertainment. So Speaker's Corner on Saturday and Sunday are both, there'll be 2 chunks of slots with some big performers on different times. And
is that like a pedestal in the middle of?
Yeah, it's like a wooden podium, right near the Kashmir stage. You've got a walkway into the further back fields where the fairground rides are. We're normally right in that bit. Whether we are this year or not, I'm not sure. I need to go up there tomorrow and or Wednesday and find out.
Cool.
But yeah, come and have a listen and a
Good
watch.
Stuff. If you want to find anything else that we do outside of the podcast, please go and look at all the links on our Facebooky type page thing. If you want to write into us about anything, if there's anything you've seen you'd like us to review, or you want to send us a review of something yourself to read out, then please feel free. snoothethecrew@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook. Tweet us. All the usual stuff.
Yeah.
Anything you like. Honourable mentions for Libsyn and Stitcher for putting on the Isle of Wight Festival. Good on you.
Yeah, someone's got to make it better.
Because John Giddings, you know. Green Eye Productions, you know.
Yeah, he's built a bridge.
A bridge?
There was a broken bridge, so he's built a bridge where there should have been a bridge.
Oh, what? Okay. Yeah. On the site?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to be like to the mainland or something.
No, nothing that good.
Anywho, thanks for listening, folks. We'll catch you next time. Take care. Say goodbye, Rodimus. Goodbye, Rodimus.